Yo, Rap Grit, it's the Wreck. I'm here with my bro Cortez, man. What's good?
Gang. What's poppin', bro?
Man, I'm hearing. Well, first of all, I don't know if you saw my little like preview blog I did for Ascension,
Nah.
but I
Oh,
felt
the one where you was outside
yeah,
where the dude
yeah,
awkwardly walked behind you
yeah,
in the
yeah,
lot or whatever.
yeah.
I did see that. I did see it.
But my whole point was I didn't know if you and Real Deal even belonged on this card, but I also felt like I guess they needed to have a main event. You know what I mean?
I mean, the whole thing about it with the card was, you know, I didn't know it was gonna be called Ascension.
Hmm.
That kind of added a lot of fuel to the fire because it was like a disrespect. Honestly, a disrespect. I'm just tired of everyone just overlooking what I've done. Like, what more does someone have to do to in order to please the fans? Like, are they just that unworthy, or they just don't want to listen? Like, this is undeniable shit here. This isn't I have one good performance and then I have one bad performance, which is what they support. Because
Yeah.
once one has one good performance, hey, this guy's ready for such and such, and that's not the way it is. It's like, yo, everybody, yeah, you might be good in high school and you could jump straight to the league, but everyone that jumps straight to the league isn't LeBron James.
Yep.
Everyone that went straight to the league isn't Kobe Bryant. That's very rare that happens. 9 times out of 10, these guys aren't ready for that stage. And
Yo, Cord, did you put your hand over the speaker? Because it was just sounding clear. And then,
how about now? How about now?
yeah, it's good now.
Yeah, so what I was saying is most of these guys aren't Kobe Bryant or LeBron, and they could just jump straight to the stage. 9 times out of 10, it's not gonna work out that way.
Yeah.
And yesterday, I think, was a perfect example. I didn't stay for none of the battles. I had a set at Summer Jam, so like, but from what I'm hearing about the card, like it was a super letdown. And just me even being associated with that is like negative branding
Mm-hmm.
on Cortez's part. Oh yeah, you was a part of that card where everybody choked. I don't want to associate myself with nothing like that. I don't represent anything like that.
I
You
think
know what
somebody
I?
choked in every battle except for the Dot and Mo Moolah joint.
Well,
Yeah.
regardless, that's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. You know. But at the same time, I can only do what I do, and if you don't give me the opponents that I want or that I feel like I deserve, how the fuck am I gonna keep battling these guys that are choking or these guys that you want to vote the performance because they're so bad? Then it's a clear case of giving me who I want.
Well, let's recap the Prez Mafia battle through your eyes real quick. Like, let's do a quick round by round thing. So because I didn't know if he just choked the battle away or he didn't do good or it was close or like how did it go?
His first round, he I won the coin toss too, so it's 4-0.
Mm-hmm.
Um, nah. But the first round, he went first. I chose him to go first, and he was cooking. He was cooking. His first round was impressing me. It was like, oh. And then he got maybe like 2 minutes into his round. He didn't choke the whole round, and then he just like, you could tell he like lost it a little bit, and he just stopped. And he
Yeah.
said, "You." So he tried to cover it up. You know what I mean? But once I saw that, I was, you can't let somebody smell blood, and
Mm-hmm.
that's exactly what I said. What? Round one? Round one? You talking that crazy? Round one? Oh, on his helmet, bar after bar after bar after bar after bar. I got reaction on everything.
Word.
Damn near everything, maybe one or two lines, but I got reaction on a lot of things.
Well, here's was part of my thing too. I feel like sometimes on URL you don't get the reaction that you get on other leagues. I don't know if it's because it's like weird moments, like the Rex battle. You know what I'm saying? Or I haven't really been able to pinpoint it. Maybe niggas try to play off the whole vote thing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I was like the only thing going against Core is he seems not to get as much reaction, and you've been putting in work all over the place right now. So I didn't know if the crowd was gonna adjust.
I just feel like in the daylight battle, I didn't get that much reaction. You understand?
Yeah.
Until the third. You understand? But there's certain things I made sure that they couldn't deny.
Hmm.
You know, certain lines they went crazy for that I thought, hey, they went for that? Okay, cool. You know, it was a good crowd yesterday. But you know, I wanted to make sure that I set myself apart from everything on that card. That was my main thing. Like, all right, I don't mind taking a path of working harder. A lot of these battle rappers do mind. I don't mind that because I love the sport and I want to push the culture forward. So if I have to re-educate the fans, then I'll re-educate the fans. I don't care. I'm still getting paid, you know. But yeah, that first round, man, everything was hitting. It was straight bars. My Prez flips was so original. Like my Prez flips were like crazy, like crazy. You feel what I'm saying? So it was like, you know, round one was in the bag, easy. You know, then he went round two, and as round two was real, like my first round shook the room though. So it was like I set a bar, and I think that's where the nervousness came in because then he was doing all right again in the second round, and then he just stopped. He couldn't remember where he went. He got a reaction from the crowd, if I'm not mistaken, for a
Hmm.
bar, and then he couldn't remember where he was. It was like a lux, like you know
So
what
it
I
wasn't
mean?
like
Like,
he wasn't prepared properly. It's just like he didn't execute in the performance.
nah, man. I just think the circumstances, like it was a little too much. Like I think he overthinking. He was overthinking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And sometimes when you try like that, your mind is gonna, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So once that happened, I freestyled, rebutted right off the top of the second round. You choked twice, and then building went crazy before I could even say the rebuttal.
Do
You know what I'm
you
saying?
feel like I know a lot of people think it's risky to rebuttal, but you feel like when you kind of cruising, it's just easy just to start that
Well,
shit
it was an
naturally.
easy one for me. I just
Yeah.
said some shit like you choked both rounds. They went and started growing crazy, and it gave me another like 5-10 seconds to get the rebuttal in my head right. Then I
Yeah.
was like, man, what's all the fussing about? Fuck. This nigga joked the next round. I know this shit not coming out. Like, you feel me? Like, it was just easy. You take the moment and you own
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean? Because you can't act like that's not what people were thinking. They were like, oh, man, he jokes again. It's going to be vaulted.
Yeah.
So you got to play on the emotions of the crowd. Then the second round, got through that smooth. Um, I had a little funny jokes and performance mixed in. I had a crazy analogy about mid tier and top tier, how I broke it down. Um, and that was crazy. That really hit hard. That really hit hard. A couple lines really hit hard. Oh, I got a vote for that. I had a vote line that was crazy. Pick the locks type of shit. It was
Yeah.
crazy. And then the third round, he got through his third round. His third round was fire.
Oh,
It
it
was just
was.
too late. Yeah, yeah.
All right.
His third round was fire, but it was too late. And then my third round was completely different from anything. It wasn't bars. It wasn't nothing. It was a breakdown. It was my wait. There's some shit we got to speak about,
Yeah.
and I broke down the whole new class. I broke down the comparisons to us, the disrespect they giving us, the shit they doing wrong. Smack, you not booking who's nice, you booking who's popular. Like I went, but the way I did it was so crazy. I don't want to give it away too much,
Yeah.
but that third round, if you see Prez did a blog earlier today, he was like that third round though. You know what I mean? Like there was nothing beating that third round. Not punchlines, not schemes. You would have had to really, really talk to me in order to win that round. And he rapped. He rapped good in the third. He got through it. But my shit was a whole right turn,
Yeah.
completely different. And it just stuck. It resonated with the building. Everything in the third round hit though.
Damn. Well, I know a lot. That's probably the most. That and the Young Cannon battle was probably the most anticipated on the card as far as people wanting to see it come out. So.
What was good? We went early since I had to do Summer Jam. We went on early. We went on like third or fourth.
Oh, word. That's the best slot, yo. A lot of people,
Yeah,
from a
I
fan
went on like
perspective,
at 5.
they don't realize it as a battler. It's way easier to go in the middle of the event than it is to go at the end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I see people on Twitter saying if you lost on Ascension, that's it. You should be off URL. Do you agree with that?
I won't speak for nobody else.
Yeah.
Feel like if you won on Ascension, can't be on Ascension again either. It's like,
Yeah.
you feel me?
Yeah.
Like, it really depends on the performance, man. Like Prez Mafia should definitely, like, I just, not bigging myself up, not saying it like that, but I shouldn't have been on that card for
Yeah.
that reason. You feel what I'm saying? Prez is nice. He needs that battle where he gets over the hump. Me and DNA, we pushed him back down. You understand?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's to each his own. A lot of dudes have been in this game already 3-4 years. If they haven't figured it out, they just haven't figured it out. I
Yeah.
can't help you with that. I feel like when I came in the game, I was smoking. But when I was first on Grind Time, I wasn't who I am now, and I wasn't who I was even when I battled Ice and Hitman. The maturity of me going from Complex in August of 2008, and then the next August 2009, I'm battling Head Ice. The growth over that year
Yeah.
is bananas.
Let me
You
ask you
feel what I'm
this:
saying?
do you feel like you have an advantage over all the other battlers just because you have a background of battling different type of people?
Of course. People
Yeah.
that, I tell people this, they see like, oh yeah, but Cortez doesn't resonate to the URL crowd, right? First off, you don't know that because Hitman I resonated, Marv 1 I resonated, John I resonated, Cicero I resonated, Chilla I resonated. My bars is there, whether you like the performance, whether you think, certain matchups, whatever, but it
Yeah.
wasn't like my material didn't resonate. My thing is this: you'll mostly see me off the URL stage, right? And I don't have to use the gun bars. I don't have to use those other attributes in other leagues.
Yeah.
So just because you don't see me throw the behind the back pass doesn't mean I can't do a behind the back pass.
Yeah.
You just don't see it because it's not called for. In those battles, I might have to be lyrical and write lyricism or give you real talk sometimes and break something down. That doesn't fucking mean I can't hang with a nigga. I can't punch. I can do it all. Yesterday was a clear example of that. Punchlines, check. Quotables that they said I don't have, check. Schemes, check. A whole round of personals and breakdowns, check. Swag, performance, controlling the crowd, laughs, rebuttals, check.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we talked about this before, but it's like you're in an awkward position. You know what I'm saying? As far as battling goes, because I mean, do you feel like right now it's better for you to take a top level opponent just because of the name and the views, or you'd rather have like a perfect matchup?
For me, I don't have that many more battles left, bro.
Yeah.
I think, and for some people, they only have 10 for their career. But at the pace I battle, I see maybe between 6 and 10 names, and I could just say, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
But these next names that end my resume is going to solidify where Cortez is at. If I end on the streak against some real solid names and some good names,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, when you look back at it, you sit there and be like, this nigga's a legend. This nigga's a Hall of Famer. You feel what I'm saying? In this battle shit.
Yeah. I think you might be able to cut those battles in half if you
Pick the
and Mav,
right one.
well if you and Mav get crazy at this 2-on-2, your buzz is gonna be like maybe the highest it's ever been as far as like the streak you've been on. You know
Uh-huh.
what I'm saying? Can we talk about that real quick? I know you gotta go
Yeah.
soon. But it's you and Mav versus Nitty and Ill Will, right? Um,
We're
D
2 rounds done.
a word.
We're 2 rounds done and memorized, by the way.
So I was talking to DNA and K Shine about this, and DNA said he thought. Well, I said that I thought maybe if it was Av and Nitty, they could just go super punchline with it. Maybe that would have been a better team. But he was like, well, at least with Nitty and Ill Will, it's like they make a complete battler because they do what the other one doesn't really do.
Yeah.
So that would make for like a better team than two people who do the same thing. And I was like, that's a good point. But Cortez and Mav is mad creative. You know what I mean? And I think you've been going so hard lately, you'll pull that creativity out of Mav that
Well, I ain't gonna lie. That's exactly what's happening.
mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie though. Math came up with some shit, like some real creative, out the box shit that
All right.
I was like, oh yeah. And me and Math write completely different. You know, I think that's what it is too. That we write so completely different that for us to agree on something, it has to be fire, and that's where it's coming along as like, yo, this is fire. You understand?
Mm.
So, I think it's gonna be a great battle. You know what I mean? Me and Matt are not coming to lose.
Yeah.
We're not coming to lose. I battle later on that night. You think what's in my head is completely different right now. I'm plotting on something way bigger to plan. You understand?
I would have liked to see y'all against Verb and Hitman, but I know that y'all battle Verb and Will. So did that, like when y'all was booking the matchups, did that come into play?
Verb and Hitman.
I mean, not y'all battle Verb and Young Ill. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Well, we don't like that battle.
the first you talking about the Verb and Young Ill battle?
Yeah, we don't like that battle that much. We watched it again and we basically studied the game tapes and we realized what worked, what didn't work. You know, the old concepts, trying to remind these fans of old things when I'm grabbing the Doritos. Nobody wants that.
Yeah.
They want bars and performance. You know, and they want aggression.
I enjoyed the Doritos thing. I can't lie.
Yeah, because you're a pure fan, but a lot of
Yeah.
these fans didn't even get it. You
Yeah.
understand? So it's like, you know what? Okay, but we knew that reaction, Millie Rock on you niggas, that type of
Yeah,
energy, they
fire.
loved it. So it's like, okay, you know what I mean? That's what we gonna do. You know?
So I mean, is this the team y'all wanted, or y'all trying to finagle a different team?
Nah, I think this team is super dope. I think we're the heavy underdogs.
Think
Everyone's
so?
saying we're gonna lose. Every blog has said we're gonna lose.
Mm.
So like again, you know what I mean? Boom, Prez Mafia out the way. I'm still facing scrutiny. I'm still an underdog. You know what I mean? So I just got to keep working harder, like I said.
And I guess my last thing about Double Impact is how you feel about Marvin Quest not being on it, because that's been like a big thing in the groups.
I mean, I know certain things going on behind the scenes,
Oh, okay.
so it's no knock on them.
Mm-hmm.
They could have been on the card. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So whatever whatever they had to work out business wise or whatever, but it wasn't like they didn't get the call.
Oh, okay.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So you speak with those men. I don't really know the particulars, but I do know that there was heavy interest in bringing them.
I was
So
like, I thought I was like, damn, Battle Rap kind of missed out by not having them on the card. That was my first response to seeing the card. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't know who was the opponent. You don't know who they was offered. You don't know the
Yeah,
budget.
yeah, yeah.
So, you know.
Is there any other teams that you would have wanted to see on Double Impact?
Swave and Moneybags, I think would be crazy.
Yeah, but I think Swave and Ice was the team that both of them was talking about.
Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Ice can't do it.
Yeah, but
Man.
Ice ain't gonna do it. Yeah. But you think Kayshawn had talked a little bit about the Source and Ilmac being like a big team. You know what I mean? Do you think that they could even survive on that kind of stage? There'll be any interest?
You lining me up to offend them.
No, I'm not. I really wonder what you think.
I don't know if the URL crowd would appreciate them. I think they're legends as
Yeah.
a tag team. I think Ilmac may resonate more than Thesaurus in the URL crowd. Ilmac is much more technical, and he's got a little bit more edge to him. You know, it depends on everything. It depends on the look. It depends on how they dress that day. Everything comes into account on that stage.
Yeah.
Because you don't know who they're facing. It's just intimidation. It's everything. It's how they sell it. You know, and they're smart enough to sell it the right way. You know, but they will be heavy underdogs, even though I feel like they're legends.
I don't even know who would match up with them. Like I would want to see it as a fan, but I don't even know who you would match them up with.
Exactly. You wouldn't.
You and Math. The swords are supposed to battle Math anyway.
I know.
Yeah. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a whole nother story.
They might have to book that on KOTD. You and Math versus the Source and Ilmac.
Oh, man.
At Massacre.
But yeah, man. Yo, D. Gotta make these moves.
Alright, yo.
That Sean P post in the back.
Oh yeah, man. That's my man.
That's fire.
Thank you, man.
You know what I mean? But definitely though, man. Holla at me, my guy.
Alright, man.
Make sure y'all caught that Method Man video, that single classic remix out now too. Holla at me. Brooklyn.
Alright.
Alright.